Latinos and Native Americans. The elect out of them, the nation of Israel. All right?
Nevertheless, when the Son of Man cometh, shall he find faith on the earth?
Keep going.
And he spake this parable unto certain which trusted in themselves that they were righteous and despised others.
See, that's the way our people live. They think they righteous. They think they doing the right thing. They think gathering in them churches and celebrating Easter is the right way. You see? Go back to Joshua. Judges.
Judges 2 and 10. And also all the generations were gathered into their fathers. And there arose another generation after them, which knew not the Lord, nor yet the works which he had done for Israel.
Yeah, so why they didn't go in the History Channel? Why when they went into Judges about Samson, had them dreadlocks, which that's pure madness, said he had 7 braids, 7 locks. Locks. He said he had 7 locks, which is his hair, and he had it in braids. When you look at the on the Bible History Channel, it's showing that he got dreadlocks. So that's Esau having our people go a different direction than the Most High acquired them to go. That's Esau putting out that vibration, man. You ain't supposed to have no dreadlocks, man. That's dead hair in your head, man. That's unsanitized, man. That go back to them damn Africans and them damn East Indians over there.
Then the elder brought out that they go back to them Druids, man.
Yeah, that was in
damn Druids, yeah.
That was in Europe.
Yeah, they were Druids and shit.
That St. Patrick had kicked out.
He said they would what they do when they grow them dreads. That's symbolism of the snake eating his tail. So that's why they grow them damn dreads, man.
Mm-hmm. But they got that from them demons over there in Africa, man. You see? That's a heathen custom, man.
This Judges 16 and 19, and she said she made him sleep upon her knees, and she called for a man, and she caused him to shave off 7 locks of his head, and she began to afflict him, and his strength went from him.
Locks is your hair, man. That's your hair, man. They ain't got nothing to do with no dreadlocks, man. That's Esau. Esau's the devil, man. That's why he set up here to deceive our people, man. And they'll see that on the TV, and they ain't read the scriptures, and they'll say Samson having dreadlocks, that's accurate. And then it show you that Esau know that the children of Israel are dark-skinned people. He know that, but he put a tease out there and show the elect men that he know, but 2/3 don't even know. That's the devil, man. It's the devil, man. And then the Philistines come out of one of Mizraim's sons. You see? Man, and the Canaanites are dark skinned. And then why he ain't show you when during the time of Judges, why he ain't show you that the Most High says stay away from them heathen nations. Don't deal with them. Because, man, he got that one world order, that Roman Catholic doctrine on the earth, man. Contrary to the Most High. Israel is separated from these other nations, man. We're not even supposed to be dealing with them like that. Not their customs. All right.
Judges 2 and 13.
Right.
And they forsook the Lord and served Baal.
See?
And Ashtaroth.
The demons. Alright.
And the anger of the Lord was hot against Israel, and he delivered them into the hands of the spoilers.
So that let me know right there, when Israel served other nations and served other gods, idol gods, the Most High turn you over to the other nations that you worshiping, the idol that you worshiping, and they put hell on Israel. And that's why this white man, Esau, the devil that the Bible speaks of, don't want you to come back because he want to continue to slaughter you. Because he know, the elites know. Alright?
And the anger of the Lord was hot against Israel. He delivered them unto the hands of the spoiler that spoiled them. And he sold them into the hands of their enemies round about, so they could not any longer stand before their enemies.
See? That's why we can't stand before our enemy. Because we done lost the strength of the Most High. But we getting it back because the elect men is clinging to the Most High the right way. But the masses, they ain't gonna have no strength when the brothers was going into it, doing that famine, doing these race wars, doing that thermonuclear destruction. You ain't gonna have no strength because the Most High not gonna help you. Alright?
Whithersoever they went out, the hand of the Lord was against them for evil. As the Lord have said, and as the Lord have sworn unto them, and they were greatly distressed.
See? And that's what we in that condition as we speak. In trouble, man.
It says, nevertheless the Lord raised up judges, which delivered them out of the hand of those that spoiled them. Verse 17, and yet they would not hearken unto their judges.
They wouldn't even listen to their judges. The people that the Most High raised up and was with them to deliver Israel out of them conditions, they wouldn't even listen to the judges. So what they tell me, all the rest of them was going off, being demons. Alright?
And yet they would not hearken unto their judges, but they went a-whoring after other gods and bowed themselves unto them. They turned quickly out of the way which their fathers walked in, obeying the commandments of the Lord, but they did not so. And when the Lord raised them up judges, then the Lord was with the judge and delivered them out of the hand of their enemies. All the days of the judge. For it repented the Lord because of their groaning by reasons of them that oppressed them and vexed them. And it came to pass, when the judge was dead, that they returned and corrupt themselves more than their fathers in following other gods to serve them and to bow down unto them.
So every time the Most High had mercy on them, when they was crying to the Most High, and the Most High got them out of their condition, and they was out of their condition for a period of time after that judge was gone, they went back to what they were doing, worshiping them idols. Man, these people, man, that's the same way they doing now. That's why the Most High got to get rid of 2/3, because they ain't gonna snap out of it, man. They gone, man. They gone. And tomorrow, you see how many people pile up in them churches, man. You gonna see it, man. We out here today on Saturday. Tomorrow they gonna pile out there. Most High can't do nothing with them, man, but kill them. You see? All right.
They cease not from their own doing, nor from their stubborn way. After the anger of the Lord was so hot against Israel, he said, because that this people have transgressed my covenant, which I commanded their fathers, and have not hearkened unto my voice, I also will not henceforth drive out any from before them of the nations which Joshua left when he died.
So they let me know, if you don't hearken to the Most High voice on this side, he's not gonna help you, man. He didn't help him back then when he said that, and he ain't gonna help him. He ain't gonna help him now, cause y'all hard-headed, man. And how much more when Yahushua came and he died on the cross for our sins? How much more you think he ain't gonna help you, man? I'm telling you. Over, man. If you don't snap out of it and come back to the Most High and His Son the right way, man, doing these famine, doing these race wars, this martial law, when Esau get ready to try to shove that chip in you, give you that chip, Most High ain't gonna be with you, because you were worshiping him and his idols, Esau, the so-called white man, the devil that the Bible speaks of.
Verse 22, that through them I may prove Israel, whether they will keep the way of Yahweh to walk therein, as their fathers did keep it, or not. Therefore the Lord left those nations without driving them out hastily. Neither delivered he them into the hand of Joshua.
See? All right, now jump to chapter 6, verse, we're going to go into Gideon, 6 and 19.
Judges 6 and 19. And Gideon went in and made ready a kid and unleavened cakes of an ephah of flour. The flesh he put in the basket, and he put the broth in a pot and brought it out into under the oak and presented it. And an angel of the Most High said unto him, take the flesh and the unleavened cakes and lay them upon this rock and pour out the broth, and he did. Then the angel of Yahweh put forth the end of the staff that was in his hand and touched the flesh in the unleavened cakes.
Yeah, this is one of the judges that the Most High raised up to deliver Israel. All right?
Yeah. He like the sixth judge. He was the sixth judge that we had. It says, then the angel of the Lord put forth the end of the staff that was in his hand and touched the flesh of the unleavened cakes. And there arose up a fire out of the rock and consumed the flesh and the unleavened cakes. Then the angel of the Lord departed out of the sight.
When we just reading that law in Leviticus 7, we were just reading that law. All right?
It says, and when Gideon perceived that he was an angel of the Lord, Gideon said, alas, O Lord, power, for because I have seen an angel of the Lord face to face. And the Lord said unto him, peace be unto thee. Fear not, thou shalt not die. Then Gideon built an altar there unto the Lord and called it Jehovah Shalom. Until this day, it is yet in Ophir of the Abizites.
That was a peace offering that he did. A peace offering that he did. Gideon did. To the Heavenly Father. You see?
It said Jehovah, but we say Yahweh Shalom.
Yeah.
And it came to pass the same night that the Lord said unto him, take thy father's young bullock, even the second bullock of 7 years old, and throw down the altar of Baal.
What? Throw down the what?
Throw down the altar of Baal.
So why did they have that altar up there? Because they were sacrificing and giving credit to that demon, to that idol. That's why he told them that. See, Israel was going out, man. Our people don't know what they into, man. They don't read these scriptures. All right.
Throw down the altar of Baal that thy fathers have, and cut down the grove that is by it.
Why they ain't going to that during the time of Judges on the Bible History Channel? Why they ain't going to that? They don't want you to know, man. All right.
And build an altar upon the Lord thy power.
They don't want the real children of Israel to know. Alright?
It says, and build up an altar unto the Lord thy power upon top of this rock. In order place and take the second bullock and offer a burnt sacrifice with the wood of the grove which thou shalt cut down. Then Gideon took 10 men of his servants and did as the Lord had said unto him. And so it was, because he had feared his father's household and the men of the city, that he could not do it by day, and he did it by night. And when the men of the city arose early in the morning, behold, the altar of Baal was cast down, and the grove was cut down that was by it. And the second bullock was offered upon the altar that was built. And they said one to another, who has done this thing? And when they inquired and asked, they said, Gideon, the son of Joash, hath done this thing. Then the men of the city said unto Joash, bring out thy son, that he may die, because he hath cast down the altar of Baal.
They believed in them idols, man. They ain't even believe in the Most High, man. They believed in them idols, man. They were finna kill them because they love that idol more than the Most High.
And because he have cut down the grove that was by it. And Joash said unto all that stood against him, Will ye plead for Baal? Will ye save him? He that will plead for him, let him be put to death. With it yet morning? If he be a god, let him plead for himself.
Yeah. Let him plead for himself. I chopped him down, let him plead for himself. But the people want to plead for it. That's 2/3 of our people, man. Just like when we tell them this is not the Most High Son, they get mad at us. They get mad at us.
Throw it down on the ground and step on it, they be ready to kill you.
If you throw it down on the ground and tell them to step on it, they'll walk around it. They won't even step on it. Man, damn near that is him. He's a demon.
God,
He's a demon.
It says, because one have cast him down his altar. Therefore, on that day, he called him Jerubbaal, saying, let Baal plead against him, because he have thrown down his altar.
Good.
Then all the Midianites, this is verse 33.
Yeah.
All the Midianites and the Amalekites and the children of the east were gathered together and went over and pitched in the valley of Jezreel.
The Mennonites is part of them Arabs. They go back to one of Keturah's son come out of Abraham. That's Genesis 25. And them Amalekites, that's Esau. Them so-called Jews over there. Them rats. All right.
And we had Jethro too.
Huh?
Remember Jethro? When Moses met them girls at the well?
Yeah.
They were Midianites.
Yeah, but that go back to them. That go back to them Arabs. A mixture of them Arabs over there.
Verse 34. But the Spirit of the Lord came unto Gideon, and he blew the trumpet, and Abiezer was gathered after him, and he sent messengers throughout all Manasseh, who also was gathered after him, and he sent messengers unto Asher, and unto Zebulun, and unto Naphtali, and they came to meet him. And Gideon said unto the Most High, if thou wilt save Israel by my hand, and thou hast said, behold, I will put a fleece of wool on the floor, and if the dew of the fleece be on the fleece only, and it be dry upon the earth, beside then shall I know that thou wilt save Israel by my hand, and thou hast said. And it was so, for he rose up early on the morrow, and thus the fleece together, and wringed the dew out of the fleece, a bowl full of water. And Gideon said unto the Most High, let thine anger be hot against me, and I will speak but this once. Let me prove, I pray thee, but this once with the fleece. Let it now be dry only upon the fleece, and upon all the ground let there be dew. And the Most High did so that night. For it was dry upon the fleece, only there was dew on the ground. Go on for 7.
Where you at?
That's end of chapter 6.
Yeah. So, the points I was wanting to touch is showing you the history of Israel and showing you about shambles and by what that word mean. And with that, all praise to Yahweh Shem Shai. Double honors to the elders of GMS. Salute all you brothers on the highways and the byways that's pushing this truth and sincerity and the strength of Yahweh Shem Shai. And with that, shalom.